Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin pushed above the micro resistance level that we discussed in the previous video at 51,700. We take a look at where things could be going now, and we take a look at the updated support and updated view on the market structure. Structure hasn't changed at all, but I want to share my latest thoughts. Now, before we dive into the microstructure, let me tell you that I'm only going to talk about the 1 hour chart here in this video. Tomorrow again, in the first video tomorrow, we're also going to take a look at the daily time frame. We do that once a day. Before we dive into the microstructure, also I'd like to tell you, highlight what I communicated earlier today. We take a look at what I posted on the X network, Twitter earlier today. Feel free to follow us here for additional content and additional updates, mindset posts, all sorts of stuff. Let me click on it. You can see the screen that was like 9 hours ago or something. Yeah. The communication was that as per the preferred scenario in white, we are bullish on Bitcoin, especially above support. So it was highlighted that this could obviously be the B wave still. We could be dealing with a high B wave in a still unfolding larger fourth wave correction. But this is not necessarily the primary scenario. It's rather the white count here, which can take us higher. As I said before, we're just following the trend. Elliott Wave helps us to understand what is actually the support area that needs to hold to keep focusing on higher, allows people to, basically just simply move up their stop, move up their stop. That's the process, especially in a third wave rally, as highlighted in white. But the communication was that here, looking at the micro structure, that we had some, that the 38.2 extension level at 51,700 would provide resistance. The price basically consolidated around that level all day, formed a small bullish flag, and that the next level here, wave 5 of circle wave 3 here, could reach 53,914 as per the 61.8 extension level. And then I also highlighted that this structure could easily extend further as long as the support region is holding. So I think there are a few things to mention. We're in an uptrend. We don't want to be bearish as long as we're not even getting close to micro support. And I highlighted to you that the 53,914 level is going to be the next level to watch. And that, an extension is likely, and maybe even further extensions. So let's go back to the Bitcoin chart. I think this is exactly what's happening. So you see that the market was consolidating all day, basically, forming a small bullish flag or pennant around that 38.2 extension. But we're now pushing higher once more, and I still see this as wave 5 in circle wave 3. Pay attention to the ascending trend line there. And then I think next we just need to be watching that level up there. Quite bullish price action due to the magnitude of this entire move up and the price ranges we've now arrived in. All of this could already be circle wave 5. So we could already be a step ahead in the count. However, I would prefer a more healthy 4-5 pattern as actually shown on the chart. So I think the next upside target is clear. Bitcoin has been fighting here with this 51.8K level. Let me just zoom out a bit, which was also, 1 second, I'm lost now, here, which was also an important, and still is, an important level from the previous run. It's here around, it's a little bit, it's a bit of a range, sort of around 52K to 52.3. Seems like we're overcoming that now. And if you look at this chart, it's crazy. We are already basically very, very close to all-time high. It's crazy, actually, how fast this now happens. But that's Bitcoin. That's Bitcoin. That's the power of holding that golden core position that I recommended getting in the bear market. What I also would like to do is to take a look at Fibonacci resistance. Is there any other Fibonacci resistance? We did overcome the one at 50K, which is amazing. The next major Fibonacci resistance is at 58,580. So pay attention to that level. That's anyway also the 1.236 extension. So we have it on the radar anyway. Let's go back to the 1 hour chart. Next upside targets are clear. Now let's take a look at what is the support area. Support has been updated as per the latest high. We always have to do that as the price pushes higher. And it's now between 46,868 and 49,774. Why is that relevant? Well, if we get a dip, okay, if we get a dip and possibly break below this trend line here, well, then we can be watching for circle wave 4, okay? Only if we break below support, I will assume it's something more bearish. Until then, just simple following higher. The chart is very simple. Yeah, we can worry about, okay, is it the white count? And we are actually in this more bullish structure, which is my primary scenario. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even to fill in this wave 3, I'd like to see another 4, 5. Yeah, or are we in the, let's say, more bearish one, in which we're just doing a high B wave, obviously A, B, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave C of B, and we break down. But there's no need to worry about that. The market will show us with a break below support. We won't be able to tell before. There's no weakness in the chart right now. So we're simply following the trend and focus on higher. And here you see now that the danger in trying to predict markets, which isn't really what I do. I mean, Elliott Wave has predictive powers, but I focus on the present, give you support, give you the relevant parameters, and tell you where we should be heading next. It's not the same as trying to predict, for example, a new bear market, you know. There have been people calling for new bear markets for more than a year now. New bear market lows, okay, for Bitcoin, which is not what we've been doing. And they're still calling for new bear market lows. And eventually they will be right, because there will be a new bear market, right? But they're just gonna shout for new bear market lows until the new bear market arrives. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. You know, just follow the trend. It's so simple, actually. It's so simple. The problem is when people get biased, okay? And I have no problem at all to change my perspective, because the market tells me when I need to. And yeah, anyway, looking good. So the most bearish scenario in the short term that could occur here is obviously that Bitcoin breaks below support and we head back into the yellow support region. And that would be just an extended fourth wave. But for now, I think upside targets are clear. I will adjust the micro support area and not much more to add. So the chart is quite simple. It's basically the 46,860 level that divides between more direct upside and a drop back into the yellow support range. That's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.